upon the all advices what coaches and captains have already conveyed you.
In-swinging delivery, sharp in-swinging delivery. Kashif Daud, he's a very smart bowler, experienced. He's one of the prime bowlers in the UAE men's team as well. So yes, it's not going to be easy. The first ball was a loosener, but now expect Kashif Daud to come back strong. And that is what is needed from Fujairah. They need to come back strong. It's not easy to be playing a semi-final on the back of a defeat. And they'll definitely will have to put their act together. Quick single taken. Abdul Shakur and Rizwan CP. Both will have to give Sharjah a good start. That is what is needed. First 6 overs, always crucial.
Yes, you're right. 6 overs really crucial, but I was having a bit of a look onto the scores what Sharjah has done here. 194. That has been their highest. Overall equalization like after 10 matches, 1,460 runs have been scored as a team unit, which has been equalizing like 146 par score from their side. So the batting is good from Sharjah without having any sort of pressure in the first inning. They can really pave the way like 150, 160.
Beautifully driven in the gap again. The ball is racing away towards the boundary chase for the fielder. And the ball will win the race. Another good-looking shot from another stylish player, Rizwan CP. He gets his boundary as well. He's off the mark with a 4. And 10 runs on the board for Sharjah.
Well, excellent. This is called timing. Perfection. High elbow. Going through the covers. Front foot was there. Bit of further work for the photographer for the tomorrow's paper.
Well, he is definitely a class. Very strong on that off side. Good use of the feet on that occasion. Bowls this one way outside off. Again, a little wayward, will be called a wide. So early nerves, early jitters for Sharjah. For Fujairah, apologies. Kashif Daud, he's playing for Fujairah. Was a part of the Sharjah team the last time. But this time he's been picked up by Fujairah. So playing against his old side.
Yeah, getting all the tips and pros and cons that what he has been learning from his previous side will surely act here. Bit of the work, yes and no. Could have been a chance here. They should be returning, but they decided to run on the same end. Big mistake.
Well, what have they done? Yes, the celebration is on for Fujairah. Umar Ali Khan and Rohan Mustafa. There was a fumble. Yes, no, and then all they can say is sorry, mate. But it is going to be interesting to know who is out because both the batters were on the same end. We'll have to check that in the replay. Here we go. Yes, he runs and then he goes back. Both at the same end. And that is it. So Rizwan CP has to walk back. He is absolutely dejected and disappointed. But Fujairah will be a happy side. First wicket down for Sharjah. Well, both of them just standing at the same end, talking to each other. Absolute mayhem, absolute confusion. Rizwan CP. New man in Khalid Shah. Number 3 for Sharjah tonight. Normally opens the batting for Sharjah, but today he's been given that role of number 3. Pressure. So the pressure is not only on Fujairah, it's also on Sharjah. 8 innings, 88 runs, best of 30.
Yes, exactly. The pressure is here on the both sides. And hope so that we will surely be having a good contest. Good start of this semi-final. Sharjah 11 for 1.
Eleven for 1 after 1. And in comes Umair Ali Khan to bowl the second over of the match, of the innings. He's had a great run in terms of his bowling. Absolutely phenomenal performance from Umair Ali Khan. No one, and I say no one, has been able to decode his bowling so far. Starts off with a good delivery, outside off, diving effort. Harry Barwal does well to stop that. And Umair Ali Khan is not happy with that performance.
Well, Sharjah has already got a big setback in terms of that run-out error. He's all the time looking at big games, the finals, semi-finals, some of the pressure games. So you need to keep your senses cool. And this happens courtesy lots of practice. When you're going through the games like this, in the future you will surely be learning that what mistake would it make while taking a run. Because I think so that if one of those batters would be returning to his mark, his crease, I think one of them would have saved a wicket here.
Slower delivery and fuller. This time there's a concrete answer, concrete call. No, says Abdul Shakur. On that occasion, Rizwan CP, he just went for that single and halfway through decided to turn back. Communication is key, especially when you're running between the wickets. 1.2, 12 for 1 is the score. Nicely bowled again. Good length. So that length is definitely disturbing the momentum here for Sharjah. They've got runs on the board, but they need to keep the pressure on. They need to try and get some gaps, get some boundaries, and keep Fujairah on the back foot.
Just remarking his field plans. Slower one. And they were just going off with a quick single, and I think so that this has been really a good call. Yes, earlier spoken by Shoaib that they were all calling positive, and they should be, because getting 13 runs in second over, to some extent, like they can whip up from here by hitting big, because spinners, when they will be coming, will be a tough call for the batters to bat.
Oh yes, absolutely. It's going to get only difficult when the spinners come into play. You are spot on with that observation. How do they respond, Sharjah, in a big semi-final? That is going to be the key. Meanwhile, Fujairah, they are fighters. They can bounce back from any situation. Some really good special players in that lineup. For both sides, in fact. The difference is that Fujairah have got different players contributing for their side at different times. But that has not happened for Sharjah, unfortunately, in this season. There goes Khalid Shah, big swing. The ball will just find the fielder, Vishnu Sukumaran. 2 overs gone, 14 for 1. Kashif Daud continuing. 11 runs in that first over. 2 overs, 14. So good over from Umair Ali Khan. Just 3 runs off that over. Oh, outside off. He plays that up and over. 1 bounce, 2 bounce and crosses the boundary ropes. You can't be bowling short and wide to this man. Khalid Shah, he is very strong in that area. And that is why he is so strong. Absolute masterclass shot coming in from Khalid Shah.
Yes, a good clean hit. And there you go. We're just making it towards extra cover, getting a boundary. As we were looking forward to have another one in this over, because Kashif, the bowler here at this stage, is normally having almost throughout the tournament 7 economy. This guy 7.5.
Full toss on the pads, flicked off the pads. That ball is racing away towards the boundary. That is another poor delivery from Kashif, trying to bowl the Yorker, missing, and a juicy full toss off the pads. Khalid Shah, all he had to do was get bat to ball. That is what he does, and gets 4 more back-to-back boundaries for Khalid Shah and back-to-back boundaries for Sharjah.
Well, that's smooth going. Courtesy, poor bowling. Low full toss, enough time to see that off. I think so that he's giving much time, Kashif. He's into his second over. Already given away 19 runs. It should be a bowler like in T20 in 4 overs. 20, 21 odd runs. Can get a couple of wickets on the wicket column, but already much expensive.
Short ball, pulled. Mohammad Wasim, he's a live wire in the field. Look at that fielding effort. Look at that throw. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. One hand pickup, immediate release, and the ball goes and crashes into the stumps. That throw, magnificent, absolutely wonderful.
Yes, excellent. Athletic work. Pick up the ball cleanly, and look at that. Directly hitting on target. Great skipper. He's led his side well and becoming the number 1 team. Let's see. Will they be in this semi-final or not?
Another single added to the total. Khalid Shah, he's not had a great tournament so far, but everything can be forgiven, everything can be forgotten if he plays to his potential tonight. 88 runs in 8 innings. That is definitely below par for him and for the skill that he has. Can he change that tonight? Can he get some runs for himself and for his side? Fujairah, on the other hand, they will be looking to make a strong comeback again. 1 wicket more and Sharjah will be on the back foot.
Working it away towards onside. Getting first run quickly. Well, to me, Sharjah has been off to the flyer here. 2.4, 24 for 1. 2.5 in fact. They were just getting a single 25. So the plan that what Wasim has made along with his company, I think that's not been working properly. Or the bowlers, they're not pitching those balls into the right areas. Otherwise, first run out, I thought that might be that had shaken the trust, the confidence of the side.
Oh, goes for the scoop. Premeditated. But the ball was way outside off for that shot. End of the over. Dot ball. 3 overs gone. Sharjah 25 for 1.
Quick delivery, good bounce.
Yes. Umar Ali Khan. He is a true champion. And I say that because he likes to give his 200%. Not 100, not 150. He's always involved in the game. He wants to deliver, whether he's batting, bowling, or fielding. And that is why he's such an asset to any side he plays for. And you know how important this game is for him and how much it means for him. Every little achievement that the team does, he is always ready to celebrate. So he is a live wire. Again, a very, very enthusiastic player, athlete to the highest level. Umar Ali Khan, Abdul Shakur on 7 of 9, Khalid Shah on 13 of 9. Both these batters can score runs at a very quick pace. It will be interesting to see how they approach Umar Ali Khan. Oh, some extra bounce and some turn for the medium pacer. .26 for 1 is the score. Khalid Shah quickly going on to Abdul Shakur and discussing plans and strategies, and that is again a good sign. The two batters out there in the middle should always communicate with each other.
Well, this has been going towards offside. Good fielding. Yes, you're right. A good company, good partnership between these two. They will surely take them to a good target. But looking on to Umair, look at difference that Khalid was bowling with 21 runs in 2 overs. And as you were telling that he is giving all the time 200%. 5 runs in his 1.4 overs. Might be that he is containing, trying to give a chance to his teammate bowler to get wickets.
Yes, he is definitely putting pressure from that one end. Big appeal, but there was some bat involved clearly. Umair thinks that it was off the pads. He's still asking. 3.4 overs, 27 for 1. Here we go. Well, I think there was some bat. Even if there was not any bat involved, I think the height could be a factor. Good shout, but we'll have to move on.
Yes, exactly. Don't keep that in your mind. Just go for the best one, because you're bowling beautifully. Likewise, that only 5 runs in 1.4 overs. I think so that wicket column should be a best one for waiting for him. Excellent, beautiful bowling. He's unhappy, but really a good over. Impressive over comes to an end. 4 overs gone. Sharjah 28 for 1.
Center, sir. Center.
4 overs, 28 for 1. And Fujairah fighting their way back against Sharjah. Kashif Daud, impressive and surprising from Mohammad Wasim. He gets another over. 2 overs, 22. And he's not in his rhythm as of now. But he still has been backed by Mohammad Wasim. Short ball wide, and Khalid Shah plays that shot on the up. He's so good on towards that offside, cuts it and cuts it well. Shiju Sam signals it as a 4, and 4 it will be. 669 fours in this edition of SkyExchange.net Emirates D20, powered by Fancode. And Khalid Shah, he's enjoying his time in the middle, and that's good news for Sharjah.
Yes, exactly. Right from the middle of the bat. He has timed that to the perfection, and I think so. The way he has played that shot officially, any bowler from Fujairah won't be giving him any sort of weight now.
Oh, that's a good ball. That's a much better length, if not the line, because the line was similar to the previous delivery. This time the ball was pitched in that good length area, and hence Khalid couldn't cut it, couldn't drive it. Yes, good ball, Kashif. We'll have to keep bowling in that area.
Looking towards onside. It would have been another back of length. Fuller, and they are fishing him towards offside. Unable to connect on that delivery. But Kashif is having a good pace. I think that 3 times he has been beaten with that. Slightly bit away. Trying to slice or drive through. No slip is there. But still he's been trying to force him to drive through the covers.
Goes aerial this time, uses his feet, up and over the third man fielder the ball. Well done, very well done, Vishnu Sukumaran. He is an electrifying fielder, absolutely wonderful. He's one player, Rijaz, who can get into any side just on the basis of his fielding, because he certainly saves 15-20 runs in whichever side he plays for.
Yes, exactly. That ball was travelling. Good work at the boundary line, and you're right. The way he has just threw himself there, almost sitting on to the boundary wall and getting up at the very once. Still he's looking eagerly towards onside. There you go. Trying to go towards onside. But ball went through. Right on the boundary line. Excellent. Good save.
3 more deliveries in this over. Kashif Daud in pressure. Khalid throwing the kitchen sink at it in the previous delivery. What does he do here? Plays well, plays sensibly off the pads and takes that single which was available.
I think to me, like Sharjah at this stage, they are going with a good pace. Been watchful in a power play. They also kept their wickets in hand. Sometimes the poor delivery has been dispatched, and also given respect to the bowlers on a very good deliveries. Khalid and Shakur trying to make this happen here. A good partnership of 50 plus, almost in 20-30 deliveries altogether.
Short ball, in swinging delivery. Wanted to cut it way close to his body. And a dot ball to end the over. 5 overs gone, 35 for 1 is the score.
Come on, batsman. हैरी छोटा अंदर आना कट दे रही जरा हैरी उधर आना बंदा कवर रखी
There you go, just corner area towards onside, out of the fence, and Neil and Shruti will explain you the shot.
Thank you so much, Ijaz. Very first delivery of the fresh over, dispatched. Khalid Shah. He knows the importance of this game, and thus he knows that need to have big runs on board. 41 for 1 in 5.1. And then yet again, a replica of the previous one, but little shot straight into the hands of Vishnu Sukumar. Umair strikes and Khalid has gone. This is a very big wicket considering the way he was going. Khalid had hit a 6 on the very first ball, wicket on the next. Khalid Shah departs and Shruti joins in. Welcome, Shruti.
Thank you so much, Neil. A replica of the previous shot, as Neil said. I was hoping it's going to be a bigger shot, but Khalid departs. Khalid Shah gone for 27, and now it's 41 for 2.
Basil Hamid makes his way into the center and into the side.
How?
He's taken a little break.
Okay.
And
I like that. Takes the center and the side.
Well, yeah. 9 matches, 217 runs, 140 the strike rate, best of 95. The way he has ensured that he keeps scoring consistently for his side. He'll have to do that again today in a big game.
An important match there. Sharjah, the defending champions, versus the reigning champions of this tournament. I mean, they are doing pretty well. It's an interesting match today.
Got behind the ball nicely, dot ball there. And they're gone for a single. No overthrow. And Basel will open his account with that overthrow. Wasim is telling his friends, his teammates, listen, just relax. There's no need to do all of these things. Let's have a look at this again. Look at that. Straight to the fielder. There was no need. And Kashif Dawood not really on top of his mark. Abdul Shakur now on strike. Leading edge. False shot of Vishnu. Or else that would have been wicket number 2 in this over. Let's have a look at that wicket of Khalid Shah. He hit a 6 on the previous delivery, mind you. Bowled a slower one. And straight to Vishnu Sukumaran. Didn't have to move an inch.
So is it a pre-planned wicket? There, once again, a close call for Abdul.
You're right. He's bowling some really tight lines. Look at that. That ball turned away from Shakur. Wanted to cut. No feet movement whatsoever. And a dot ball. Last ball to go. He's bowled really well. 2.5 overs, just 13 runs. Make that 14. They'll take a single and end of the over. 6 overs gone. 43 for 2. Dafa News fun fact. The highest number of runs scored in an over in a first-class game is 77, conceded by Bert Vance to Canterbury in 1990. 77? I just can't imagine how many.
No balls and wides were bowled there.
Oh, you bet.
It'll be interesting to watch that over. Will be almost like a T20 match. There, the signal of end of power play there. 6 overs gone. Sharjah 43 for 2.
Okay. बहुत है यारी मेहर अली इधर आगे रही डबल लाओ लाला सिंगल कवर करना है.
All right, Harry comes into bowl. Harry Barwal.
हाँ लाला.
Slightly short and wide. And will race away towards the fence. When he hit it, did look like that this one will race away, but results in favor of Shakur.
Looks like that side was a little slanted. It just went away with the flow. Didn't see that coming, but 4 added to the total. A much needed 4 there. After the previous over where Umair, after that 6, did not let anything happen during power play. Here, a look at Harry in this season. Has given average of 15 runs, an economy of 5, and has taken 4 wickets as well.
Dot ball there. Completely opened him up. Abdul Shakur. Harry is a great talent. And the way he bowled yesterday ensured that Ajman don't get that extra wing. But eventually Ajman won. But then earlier today, ended up on the losing side. The first semi-final that was played earlier today, Abu Dhabi versus Ajman. Abu Dhabi winning it. And now this is the second semi-final going on. Sharjah versus Fujairah. Absolute champion sides. The match of the tournament.
So while Abu Dhabi has already walked in to the finals, we are waiting for this contest to get over to know who it is going to be, who's going to be the second finalist. In fact, a little while ago, we were also taking a look at the trophies. My God, that is something that you'd like to take home and put in your collection.
Oi! A quick run there. Direct hit might just have done some damage, but not to be so. Very good run was beating the wicket. Basil definitely, yes. Abdul Shakur, been there for some time, but he responded really well. Let's have a look at that. How quickly they took off. And I reckon it was Shakur's call. Direct hit and Shakur would have been gone. That is for sure. If there was a direct hit, it would have been curtains for Abdul Shakur.
.4 overs gone.
कैच हो गया कैच बहुत
Picked it up. It's gone really up in the high and has been taken by Rohan. It looked like it is going to be a catch, and there it is. Abdul Shakur taken by Rohan, and a little celebration as well, breaking out in the middle there.
Abdul Shakur there, wanting to go big against Harry, and paid the price. A reverse cup by Rohan Mustafa, and comfortably taken this time. Yesterday tried to take the reverse cup, had to fumble, and then at second attempt took that. But today, successful. Abdul gone, 14 of 20. Sharjah lose their third on 49.
Next man in, Fayaz Ahmed for Sharjah. The skipper. Best 52 so far. Need to play that knock today once again. The captain's knock, as we fondly call it.
ध्यान कोड दे काशी भाई
Basil Hamid on strike for the last ball of the over. Harry has bowled a fantastic over so far. 5 runs and a wicket. I think Shakur went a little too early on that. Punching it straight to the fielder. Dot ball, and that's the end of the 7th over. 7 gone, 49 for 3.
जल्दी आ बॉय जानी जानी इधर ही रहेगा विष्णु अंदर चला जा उमर सामने आएगा अब्बा ना किसे जाना लाला राशा अब्बा वो तो जा पॉइंट यार हां हमें अंदान नेक्स्ट कवर कराओ ए विष्णु कम हियर अंदान उधर जाना वो वाइट वाला आई पर भी निशाना उधर चलेगा राइट कम राउंड काशी हरी हरी कम अप ऊपर अब कम अप इधर जाना होता है
49 for 3. They're going at 7 apiece. Sharjah. Fayaz will have to take responsibilities here. Rohan Mustafa. The captain brings in his one of the most experienced bowler.
Knight in the shining armor.
Well, yes, or let's put it, the shining armor in the night.
राइट कम ओवर
That's Mr. Mahmood Merchant, the father of Maroof Merchant. The
Happy
part of-
side at
Oh,
the
yeah.
moment.
Well, yes, Maroof Merchant, a part of the Fujairah side, youngster. Both these batters on one each. He'll go for a single. Basil, when he comes at these stages, Shruti, he is more of an accumulator. He'll get those singles and doubles and ensure that he stays on for long. Will keep getting that momentum going. Will keep the scorers busy.
Fayaz, meanwhile, straight to the fielder there. Dot ball. We saw him play that near century knock that day. Would be a good idea to recreate something of similar kinds today.
Well, yeah, he has enough time on hand. Just needs that kind of support from the other end. And Fayaz, definitely a very experienced campaigner. Both these batters, absolutely players for big matches. But at the same time, Rohan is equally experienced to break partnerships. This time he's gone up. Is that the partnership? Oh! Kashif Dawood drops the catch. Wonder how expensive would that be? Rohan Mustafa we're talking about. He's a partnership breaker. Created that chance and grounded.
But unfortunately, the partnership breakers' dream got broken here. A little fumble there and a second chance given to Sharjah there. Fayaz and Basil. I think they would take it easy now. One at a time. In the meantime, it's the end of the over. Sharjah 54 for 3.
Shabash, shabash, shabash. Shabari, shabari. Shabari, shabari. Shabari, shabari. Shabari, shabari. Fan code te rehna, fan code te.
Harry Barwal will continue. Had a successful over the previous one that he bowled. Wicket of Shakur.
Well done, Lalla. Well done. Well done, Lalla.
Yeah, Harry Barwal
Shabash, shabash, shabash.
created Bawal there in the last over.
Shabash, shabash, shabash.
One taken and given just 5.
Shabash, shabash.
That's such an unfair
Shabari, shabari.
trade
सोचने का
there.
time नहीं दे Harry. सोचने का time नहीं दे Harry.
Well, I'm sure Ajman would feel so.
हाँ, well
Not
done
Fujairah.
Harry. Well done Harry.
Playing it back straight
Time
to
नहीं दे, time नहीं दे Harry.
the
Shabash,
bowler.
Harry. Shabash, shabash Harry. Shabash Harry
taking
बच्चे.
part in Sharjah there.
Well done Harry.
Have lost 3 wickets, Sharjah. And is he gone? That's gone. That's a very big wicket. Basil Hamid went fishing for that big turner. Ended up giving a faint edge to the wicket keeper, but was good enough for the umpire to recognize and raise his finger. Big fish. Basil Hamid gone.
A very big shock for Sharjah here. Basil Hamid. Such a faint nick there. Costs the wicket for Sharjah there. Basil Hamid departs for 3. Now Sharjah 53 for 4.
थोड़ा हवा है
Next man in Amir Hamza there. Strike rate of 103. The best is 40. Might need to do a little over that today. 8.3. Sharjah 53.3 for 4. Amir and Fayaz almost starting all over again for Sharjah here. As I guess that was again a close call. Need to just keep it moving, keep it going, and build it up.
That's Basil Hamid. The ball turned a mile and he felt prey to that overturner. And bowling with a slip in position, Harry, the captain, has shown a lot of trust in him.
well done Harry
Punching it down towards the onside, we'll get a single. Harry Barwal, what a spell he is bowling in a big game. They say that some men are born to play in the big games and get their teams to a winning position. Harry Barwal is doing that here for Fujairah. 1.5 overs, 6 runs and 2 very big wickets.
Last delivery of the over. Harry here
Harry
to Fayaz.
well done Harry
Played it away. There's a fielder there. Taken a single to end the over. Sharjah 55 for 4.
right come down
He goes big, straight and 4. What he's done really is he stepped in to take charge and given the punishment. Phenomenal batting. It's important for Fayaz to keep scoring. Dot ball there. This time goes inside out. Up in the air, into the gap, 4 runs.
Fayaz charging and bringing Sharjah back into the game. Picked it up. 1 bounce into the fence for a 4. Rohan taken for runs here.
This time, a cheeky little shot. Will be a single there. Amir Hamza will be on strike. Rohan Mustafa. Very well played. Straight back to the bowler. Dot ball. Amir goes towards the fence, and that's a boundary. There's a chase in place, but the ball winning the race. He never looked like this one is going to go towards the fence, but does. And with that 4, it's the end of the over. 10 gone, 68 for 4.
Okay, come on, guys. शाबाश 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 सही है शाबाश रे
Harry Barwal, 2 overs, 7 runs, 2 wickets. What a figure there for his bowling spell. And a single there.
Ten overs gone, Sharjah. No comments there. Harry Machai Bawal today kind of creating a ruckus there for Sharjah. Need a decent total on board to have a fair fight. Everybody has been looking forward to this match of the tournament, they say.
Punched it down, will be a dot ball.
शाबाश बहुत अच्छा गिर रहा है ये वाला ही
Harry Punching it down, dot ball. He's bowled a phenomenal over so far. Really, really tight, not giving any room to the batters of Sharjah to go on the front foot. There are constant shouts and chatters. Ye wala means the same ball.
Oh yeah.
And he bowls the same and gets rewarded. Amir Hamza losing his cool, wanting to go big. And Harry's ball strikes. Off stump, dislodged. And that is the end of Amir Hamza.
Another batter perished here. Had no clue whatsoever. Amir departs for just 5 there. With that, 69 for 5 Sharjah.
Oh Tanya. Oh Tanya. Upper middle.
Hassan Isa Khail, the youngster, or should we say the young star. Strike rate of 126, 35 the best. Hasn't really got a lot of games in this edition. 5 games for him. But Shruti, he definitely is a clean striker of the cricket ball. A lot of pedigree.
Okay.
Now the outside edge, that turned a little bit more than what Hassan would have liked. Dot ball.
Certainly going to just see through this over now. Just a delivery remaining. But one after another, Fujairah's got...
Absolutely on top of the game, Fujairah.
Oi.
Oh, lucky there. Could have gone anywhere, and especially to the stumps. Harry knows that. 11 gone, 69 for 5.
Fast bowler है. चलो चलो boy. Okay, okay, area please.
Omar Farooq now been brought into attack. 6 wickets he's taken, economy of 7.17. Can he add to that wicket tally now? Fujairah has definitely done one thing, and they've done that one thing really well, and that is picking wickets. Too close to cut. Dot ball. 69 for 5. Omar. Shruti Fayaz is a very, very sensible bat. He definitely, if he stays till the 20th, I'm sure Sharjah will have a respectable total on board.
Coming to that question, what is a respectable total at this juncture?
Well, yes, if Fayaz stays there, I think 150 is something that he'll keep in mind, because when you say 150, they need to score 80 in the next 9 overs. And I tell you, it's a big match. It's a semi-final. Fujairah also knows that. 150 on board would be troublesome. But then, the way this is going on, Sharjah is in a lot of trouble. And they are in a lot of trouble because the bowlers have been doing really, really well for Fujairah. 69 for 5.
Fantastic over so far by Omar. And as we speak, cut away. They have finally taken a single here after 4 deliveries.
Hassani Sakil on strike. As we've been saying, pedigree. He's the son of Afghani legend Mohammad Nabi. Mohammad Nabi's son, Hassani Sakil, trains at the Sharjah Cricket Academy. Plays for Sharjah. This time lucky there, inside edge. Lucky that it did not go on to the stumps. .71 for 5. One last delivery, Shruti.
Sharjah 71 for 5. 12th over in progress. The dugout is relaxed or confused or stressed.
Well, I think stressed for sure, but they don't want to show it on their faces.
Yeah, that puts extra pressure on the batters who are in the middle.
Beautifully played there, and this one will race away towards the fence. 4 runs. Last delivery of the over, sent for a boundary, and there are some claps, there's some cheering. 674 boundaries, 75 for 5 after 12. Let's have a look at all the 5 wickets. The first one was a run out. Enough time for them to check, plan and get. And then there was a catch in the deep. Khalid Shah, Harry Barwal picking Shakur. And in the very next over, he picked up Basil. And this is the last wicket. Picks up the third for him. 3 wickets for Harry Barwal.
Great performance there by Fujairah today. Harry, pick of the bowler, given just 8 and taken 3 wickets. An economy of mighty 2 point something. Umair Ali to follow with that, taken 1 wicket and given 14 in his 3.
Harry comes to bowl his 4th. Every over that he's bowled, Shruti, he's picked up a wicket. He's picked up a wicket in every single over. Will he do that in this over? And if he does that, I tell you, one of these 2 guys go, Sharjah will be looking at the end of their barrel. Straight to Kashif, single.
An important over there for Sharjah and for Fujairah. Harry's. He is in his best form today with the performance so far. Would want to capitalize on this Fujairah, and Sharjah may be just taking easy given the history there. Harry to Fayaz. Slapped it away. Between the gap, there is a fielder. They have taken two comfortably.
You're right. He waited, Fayaz, because that was a ball that actually gripped on the surface and came to him after a fraction of a second. So Fayaz got ready for the shot and then waited and then played the shot in the gap. Very, very intelligent cricketer, Fayaz Ahmed. Extremely experienced. Has been in the leadership position for quite some time for Sharjah. Will get a single. Wasim. Shruti, the way the spinners are operating and getting the ball to turn, I'm sure that Wasim will bring himself on with the ball and bowl some off breaks today.
Oh my God, we've seen him do that a few times now. Wasim breaks the momentum completely for the opposition. Well, there is none today for Sharjah. Picked it up really high, but is there distance? Not enough. Taken. Hassan departs.
That's right. We're talking about this. Will Harry get his fourth? He's got a wicket in every over that he's bowled. In the fourth over he came and he picked up a fourth wicket. What a splendid spell he's bowling. Hassan Isa Khail. A little too early in that shot. And did not connect. The ball was being darted into him. Not enough room and Omar completes a very good catch. Hassan. He's gone for 2 of 6. Sharjah lose their 6th for 79. Six innings, 86 runs, best of 32. He's someone you can have a trust factor on, that he'll play the grounded shots, not give anything aerial. Meanwhile, Harry's spell comes to an end. A phenomenal spell. 4 overs, 12 for 4. Sharjah 79 for 6.
रोनी भाई जिधर आपको लगता है ना एक ही बार रहना, मुझे नहीं
Omar comes into bowl. Just opening the face of the bat, but not enough for the ball to be glided towards third man.
Harry has set the platform for the rest. 7 overs remaining. Can they bring it up to 150 for a decent defense? Sharjah is known to play well they've done really well in the past. Sometimes hiccups happened.
You're right. There's a chance. Oh, direct hit. Maybe there would have been a chance. A direct hit, and that could have been enough for Ayan's departure, but not to be so. Let's have a look there. Is that enough? Oh, by all means, by all means. He would have been half a yard away, Ayan. Scoops up in the air and taken. We've never seen Fayaz play these kind of shots. It was pressure that was mounting on him. He had to deliver, and in that process ends up giving his own wicket.
Looked very confident with that shot. He already knew that he wanted to do that, unaware of maybe Maruf being there.
Fayaz Ahmed 21 of 20, 79 for 7 Sharjah.
Okay. Middle. Slice. Covering. Johnny long on. 3 more to come.
Danish Qureshi, very skilled with the ball. Not much can be said about his performance with the bat in this game. 12 runs for him. And now the conversation is where to place the fielder. Umair is excited. He is giving his opinions. Wasim has his plans in place. This happens when you have a senior member in the team. In fact, a couple of senior players in the team. And they want to give you a couple of pieces of advice. But then as a captain, you know what you're expecting and what you want from your bowler.
Meanwhile, have a look at the last 5 overs there, which had almost 3 of Harry. 3 wickets gone, runs given 24, and completely changed the game, the face of the game for Sharjah.
You're right. 3 wickets in 5 overs and not too many runs. That's definitely a very big sign of concern for Sharjah. 34 dot balls so far, including just 1 6. 34 dot balls, Shruti. If you add even half of those to the total would be 97, 98.
Correct.
So
good math there.
thank you. Where they've missed the trick is playing too many dot balls, but then it's not their fault. Fujairah's bowling has been absolutely on the money. Last ball of the over, Ayan on strike.
Dot ball to end the over. Another one added to that, 34. It's 14 overs gone, Sharjah 80 for 7.
Umair. Oh! What a delivery there! How did that didn't touch the stumps? Oh my God.
Sharjah having...
Look at that. The way it turned right in front of his front foot.
the most troublesome day, and Fujairah having a field day there. Umair putting pressure in the first delivery itself. Now Danish would be thinking twice before making any moves. The way they're going at the moment, it looks like it's going to be 114 as projected score. Could go there,
Single there.
provided they're able to keep their wickets.
You're right. They'll have to ensure that they don't lose any from here. There's still 5.5 overs to go, Shruti. 33 deliveries from here. Umair will get a single again. Two or four for Danish. Again a delivery that just moves away from Danish. The leg cutters that Umair is so comfortable bowling. He's troubling Danish. Has no clue what is happening. Look at that. No feet movement, Shruti. The feet are like literally stuck in the ground. Again, pretty much similar. That's the end of the over. Very good over. Just 2 runs. Sharjah in all sorts of trouble. 15 gone. 82 for 7. It's going to be Omar on strike. With the ball, Ayan and Danish. Will they be able to defend the next 5? That's the challenge. Uppishly played. Great piece of fielding by Umair. That definitely would have gone to the boundary, but the way he saved it, wow, phenomenal. And to talk more about this, there'll be change in the voices in commentary box. Danish 2 of 6. Umair is celebrating because he definitely knows that half the game is in their control now. Omar will be a single. And to join you in the commentary box, it's going to be Srijit and Ijaz.
Thank you very much, Neil and Shruti. Sharjah 84 for 7. 3 good deliveries can wrap the things up for Sharjah here. But wait and see what will be coming up next. Straight to the, in fact, towards fielders. Well, Sharjah did it start well, but somewhere they just lost the path. And direction has been lost. Bit of the repair work. You'll have to wait and see. It's up to the 20th over. How they will be paving their way towards anything like 110, 120.
They're just moving. They're just driving a car without any aim. As he comes in a bowls full length delivery. Done magnificently towards backward point. Long chase for Sukumaran. Completed one. This could be very close. Had that been a direct hit, things would have been different. But there you go. Excellent throw there. And moreover, excellent running between the wickets.
Yes, every single run has been $1 million. at a stage when you're playing knockout stages. Throw. Fair enough. On the bounce, but away from the target. That should be in the base of stumps. Sharjah getting 86, and here Ayan and Danish, they're looking to consolidate, like capitalize 10, 15, 20 more runs altogether. Good delivery. So this is what you can expect from the tail ender, 8 and 9 number.
Absolutely, but we have seen how Ayan helped Sharjah to win the match. And he's a young prodigy. He's got the talent to take his side to a respectable total. Just accompanies what he requires. Danish should be really looking to rotate, strike and give as much as possible that company to Ayan. Final delivery to come. And smacked it, literally slapped it in the way. And they should get 2. Yes, they are coming back for the 2. And they will be getting it quite easily. Excellent running between the wickets there. Will be very useful runs. Mind you, 16 overs completed. Sharjah 88 for 7. So there's the fun fact for you. Sourav Ganguly is the only player to win 4 consecutive Man of the Match awards in ODIs. His class apart, Dada. You put 11 fielders on the offside, he will pierce the gap. He will bisect the fielders. Rohan Mustafa will continue. First delivery, quicker one on the off stick. Played it defensively towards Umair Ali Khan. Won't be getting any runs. What do you think? Will they get 200?
Well, I think so. Like in cricket, sometimes you may be expecting better cricket. It's your day. Sometimes you're not being able to commit those plans that you have planned in the dressing room, homework. So I think that with run a ball, they should be approaching 3 figures. And plus, I think so that will be plus for Sharjah team, because 105, 110, that should be quite dangerous.
Well, no ball signal by the umpire. That took him by surprise. Danish. Umpire is asking few questions. What is this? Umpire says it's a no ball, mate. And it's a free hit. And Rohan Mustafa. What will be the line? Will it be full length outside the off stump? Look at that. Even wicket-keeper was not ready for that. Full outside the off stump. It's a dot.
Yes, lucky. Really lucky. Rohan is slight bit of in anger. You can see from his face. Could have been cleanly collected. And you would have tried to hit onto the stumps. Well, Surjit, I think that 115, 110 to 15 should be a good one here for Sharjah. 17 gone. Sharjah 91 for 7.
There you go. So far, five bowlers used by Fujairah. Kashif Daud, 3 overs. He has got 1. Umair Ali Khan and Harry Barwal completed 4 overs apiece. Rohan Mustafa has got 1, and so is Umar Farooq. So they have really utilized and mixed their bowlers well. Mixing the bowlers is very important, you know. You need to rotate your bowlers. You need to make sure that you're bringing in at the right moment.
Kashif coming in 3 more overs to go here for Sharjah. Just trying hard to go through from covers. But Kashif is a slight bit of feeling some sort of tiredness, because look at the sweat. That their t-shirts, they're all wet. But cricket is on. This has been more important. That what we have seen here. These cricketers, they have really shown tremendous skills throughout this tournament. What you see that every single team comes and they had given their 100%. That's why this event is been touching the mountains.
As he comes in for the second time. It was a slow one outside the off stump, and he was looking at the umpire. Will that be given a wide? No, it's a legal delivery. Good thinking. Last 5 overs, just 13 runs scored by the Sharjah batters. No 4s, no 6s. And they have lost a wicket also. So that clearly goes on to show the amount of pressure they have put in on Sharjah batters. Again, this one outside the off stump, in the air, but falls short of the fielder. Omer at long off region, again single. I think winning the toss and batting first hasn't worked in semi-finals. You know, Ajman not able to put up a decent total on the board, and then Sharjah winning the toss, batting first. They are tottering at 93 for 7. As he comes in for the 4th time in this over. Inner half of the bat was in contact. No runs.
Lot of sweat. The drops coming down onto the soil. This 22-yard has given lots of respect to the players. If they were able to show more respect, can do the justice to their skills. There you go. Up into the sky. Or the fielder. From his field is there. They can run for 2. So extra runs. I was telling you that this 22-yard has just given lots of respect to the big players. If you peep back into the history, you'll be looking lots of big names who have earned respect flying on this 22-yard. So it's all about your skills, that how you've been showing yourself on the day when it's required to perform, to whip up.
Slow one, whack comes in. But no use. Straight to Rohan Mustafa to retain strike. 18 overs gone, 96 for 7 Sharjah. Rohan Mustafa will come and bowl the final over of his quota. He comes in and bowls and gone. Ayan Khan is gone. That's experience. Comes down the track, and there we go. Celebration. Variety. Comes down the track without thinking, and he fires in outside the off stump. No chance. Excellent take by Usman behind the stumps, and he dislodges the bails. Look at that.
Yeah, in no time, even you can't blink it. And there you go. The celebration, right, left, bang. So they've got another one, which is Ayan Khan. 11 runs from him, 8 down at 96.
The new batsman in is Zahoor Khan. First delivery outside the off stump and straight to Umair Ali Khan. He's bowling wide outside the off stump, not giving any room. Bowling according to the field set for him. And this time it's in the air. Has it got the distance? No! Excellent take by Kashid Daud at long off. Rohan Mustafa gets his second wicket. Celebrations are on.
Well, another semi-final, the second one, here at SkyExchange.net. Emirates D20 powered by Fan Code. First inning has been completed on this catch. Straight into the hands of long off. There you go, the jubilation. Exactly right. So, they were unable to complete their 20 overs. Zahoor Khan departs without troubling the scorers. We have just got one more wicket to go. Not been wrapping up.
लाला फ्लाई दिखा जरा कैसे आती है मोइन अली की तरह.
New batsman in is Simranjeet Singh Kang. Comes in round the wicket and is not ready. The batsman as he comes in and bowls. Quicker one round the middle stick. Dabs it towards onside. Completed one and that's all they will be getting.
Yeah, beg your pardon. Sometimes it's all about excitement. And I thought that innings had been completed, but still they have got one wicket. Simranjeet just arrived in the centre and getting after mark quickly. Straight back. Well hit.
Dealing in singles now. 98 for 9 Sharjah. Just a delivery to be bowled in this over of Rohan Mustafa. 3.5 overs, 2 for 20 to his figures. He comes in a bowls. Arm ball. Dabs it gently towards onside for another single to retain strike. 19 overs gone. 99 for 9 Sharjah. So Umar will come and bowl the final over of the Sharjah innings. 9 for 9. He'll come and bowl to Simranjeet Kang, who is batting on 2. Remember, 101 is what Ajman scored. As this one, angling away from Simranjeet, completely foxed by the line and length. He had no clue whatsoever. Look at that. It was an off-cutter. Look at the turn. Look at the bounce. When fast bowlers are turning that much, they won't mind, Even fast bowlers will, reduce their pace. 99 for 9. Spinners, they are having nice day, especially on the surface. And up in the air, leading edge, but fall short of Umair Ali. There is a chance of a run out, but there was no direct hit. directed was required. And with that, 100 comes up for Sharjah.
Yes, a big call. Because at one stage they were looking really hard to achieve such kind of 3 figures. So I think that to me, like anything above 4, 5, 6 runs will be a plus here for Sharjah cricket team. But a Yorker length will be a good option for the tail enders, because when you're giving back-up length deliveries, might be an edge can really cause you a boundary. You're just adjusting his fielders. Slightly bit more finer at third man position. I think it's just going to go have good pace, Yorker.
As he comes in for the third time in this over, full length delivery, pushed away towards onside, completed 1, and that's all they will be getting, because the player was lunging at the ball. That's the good thing about Fujairah side. They're not letting them free. They are keeping things very tight. We have seen teams getting complacent. They're not. 101 for 9, Sharjah.
Well, Umar is just taking too much time to deliver the last 6 deliveries. Slower one. Walked away to it onside at the final leg, comes in and cuts that off. 102 with that single. Let's see that where they will be finishing it, because 2 legal deliveries. Well, you can't expect a big hit from a tail ender, but at least if they will be running a ball here, 104. Look like a decent one for Sharjah cricket team, because they were not looking good when they earlier on starting and trying to march their way towards 20th over.
Will they be able to get a boundary? What do you think? 2 deliveries remaining as Umar comes in. And a slow one. Played it towards onside. Deep mid wicket. They are looking for the second, but Danish says no. Good call. And no ball signaled by the umpire. All eyes on Simranjeet. Can he send this one out of the park?
Well, I think he should be, because don't look onto the ball, just look onto the line and swing your bat. It will go anywhere. You will be getting run out, might be handling the ball. 2 of the chances.
Yes, just go for it. 2 big heaves. 12. That'll make 116. Which will be a paltry target, especially against Fujairah. But still, they'll be looking for that. As he comes in and bowls. Low full toss. Played it towards onside. And just a single. I don't know why they are not looking for the second. They're not pushing each other. They're happy with that single. 105 for 9. Final delivery to be bowled. 7 runs conceded so far by Umar. He's bowling his final over. Final delivery, in fact. 3.5 overs. 1 for 19 his figures. They have played today like a champion side. The Ajman defeated them twice. But they have learned from their mistakes. They're not repeating that. They're learning. As he comes in for the final time in this over. Played it towards Simranjeet. They are looking for the second, but he says no. Was right from the middle of the blade, but finds Simranjeet in the way. Just a single. 20 overs gone. 106 for 9, which means to win this match and to book a ticket along with Abu Dhabi, they need 107.
Yes, so let's see at how he will be positioning it here. But to me, a good job at the end of the day inning, that they were able to getting 3 figures, because they were not looking good at the start of the inning. But this will give you a better picture.
There you go. That's how Sharjah batting looks. Rizwan CP not impressing. Gone for 4. Then Abdul Shakur. Onus was on him. He was out for 14. And talking about the top scorer was Khalid Shah. Was looking good, 27 of 17. Then that piece of delivery from Umair Ali Khan. Barring Khalid Shah and Fayaz Ahmed, no one really took that pain to score runs for Sharjah. Remember, they are the defending champions. They didn't play like that. And they just posted 106 for 9 in their allotted 20 overs.
Bowlers. 4 wicket for Harry and Rohan sharing all together. Then 1 wicket Umar Ali Khan and Umar Farooq. Both Umar and Umar, in fact. 106 for 9. So let's have a look on highlights.
There you go. It all started with that boundary through extra cover. Start was positive. Gorgeous looking cover drives, flick shot, and then that run out. Needless. There were shots on the offside, the onside, but a good thing was that they kept things very tight, not allowing the Sharjah batters to go berserk. There you go, excellent take by Sukumaran in the deep. Harry Barwal kept things very tight, not allowing them to free their arms. They were looking to score runs, and then this happened. This was the case every now and then. Looking to play a big shot. There was someone to take the catch. It was wicket to wicket bowling. And there you go, excellent arm ball from Harry Barwal.
Yes, things are not looking good at that stage for Sharjah. The catches were regularly taken. They were trying hard to break those shackles, but unable. Courtesy, good wicket keeping, good fielding, good catching. Beauty, excellent. Should be jubilant. There you go. Fujairah required 107 runs with 5.35 runs per over. We are taking a break. Come back to you in a short of time.
Good evening and welcome back to the second innings of semi-final number 2. Of course, Fujairah taking on the mighty Sharjah, but they are in some trouble. We'll get to the action, but just before that, let's head down towards the sidelines where we've got Shefali Bagga with a very special guest.
All right, everybody, I'm joined by the Cricket Development Manager, Emirates Cricket Board, Mr. Andrew Russell is here with me. How are you, Andrew?
Well, a little bit sweaty on a humid night, but yeah, good to see the cricket and always well when on the side of a cricket field.
All right, talking about player development here, what do you think or how do you see the outcome of this particular league?
I think the D20 and the D10 as well, it's become an integral part of the cricket establishment here, because it sort of gives the opportunity for new players to establish themselves, showcase their skills. It's the best versus best. So when you see players going against each other, performing, it allows you to judge where they are internationally as well, because these are the next guys to step up and represent UAE.
Yeah, and I'm sure this platform gives a lot of exposure to all these players playing. What do you have to say on that?
Yeah, I think it's a very important part of the player pathway. Having youngsters involved in this, I think when you see events like this and you see players who are playing internationally come back, play domestically, and you playing with them, for youngsters that's inspiring. And we've seen over the course of the 3 years of this event, we've seen players progress all the way from under 19s to national team selection. So yeah, it's a very important pathway event in our calendar.
Absolutely, and hoping for more such developments and matches on this ground. Thank you so much, Andrew, for joining, and over to the comm box.
Thank you, Shefali. That was Andrew Russell. He definitely has a big role to play in the development, and he's always accessible. True gentleman, Andrew Russell. Meanwhile, we see that the two batters are out there in the middle for Fujairah, as they chase down a modest total of 107, if I'm not wrong. 106 is the final score. Joining me in the comm box to discuss more and to take you through for the next 5, I've got Srijit with me. Srijit, good evening.
Good evening, mate. And there you go. First up in the air. Fielder coming under it and dropped it. What is happening here? It's a big, big fish. Mohammad Wasim was looking to clear the infield, and toe end of the bat was in contact. You won't get this chance again.
Well, what have you done, Danish? What have you done? That should have been taken. Should have been taken. It can't get easier than this. Danish, normally a very good fielder.
Zahoor is not happy at all. That away swinging delivery. Looking to play that one. Looking to clear the infield was Mohammad Wasim. Was up in the air for a long, long time. And he dropped it. Remember, they don't have a big total to defend. So you need to make sure that you are bowling accordingly. Hamdan Tahir, the wicket-keeper batsman, but wasn't keeping. It was Usman, and Zahoor will come and bowl the second delivery to Tahir. Excellent delivery, shaping into the left-handed batsman. Played it defensively towards onside, not for any runs. .106 is what they scored. 107 is the target that they are chasing. This has been the problem with Mohammad Wasim. In the last 2-3 matches we have seen he has changed his role. Usually he used to come and wash 2-3 deliveries and then play his strokes, but he's in a hurry.
Yes, a first ball, an opportunity gone down. How badly is that going to hurt Sharjah? Every run that Mohammad Wasim scores from here on, it's going to be very painful. They don't have runs on the board. What you can do is take your catches. That is something that is in your control, but clearly a chance gone down. Sharjah will have to look forward to another chance, create some opportunities, and Zahoor can do that for them. Mohammad Wasim on one and Hamdan on one as well. Shaky start from Fujairah.
As he comes in for the fourth time in this over, once again looking for that big shot. No signal from the umpire, so it's a legal delivery. I think ploy from Zahoor is clear. Ball away from him, almost on the fifth or sixth stump. Look at that. Was on the sixth stump and moving away from Mohammad Wasim. Still, he was looking to poke at that one.
Well, looks like a different Mohammad Wasim since the last two games. Even yesterday, he was playing a little recklessly, if I may say so. And tonight as well, he's looking to accelerate on every delivery. He's looking to score runs. Different approach from Mohammad Wasim. Zahoor making sure he's talking about the dew on the ground.
Need to have towel, and we have seen players finding it very difficult to grip as who gets ready to bowl the penultimate delivery. No slip in place. Again, excellent delivery. Good bounce, good carry. Almost on the chest level that the wicketkeeper collected that. Need to bowl around that off stump area.
Yes, you're right. That can be a lot closer to the off stump and then shape away from Wasim. That will be even more lethal. Good ball, good carry as you rightly mentioned. So there is something for the fast bowlers as well, especially with the new ball. If you bowl in the right areas, you can take wickets. And wickets is what is needed for Sharjah. They need wickets and they need wickets now.
Comes in for the final time. Again, on the fifth or sixth stump. I don't know what is going on in Zahoor's mind. Nonetheless, a dot delivery. First over done and dusted. Fujairah 2 for naught.
वो अंदर आएगा कि नहीं बाजू आ दे
Danish Qureshi, very talented fast bowler. We have seen him perform in D10. Very talented prospect. Can swing the ball both ways. And 7 innings, 3 wickets. Definitely be looking to improve that stat.
Absolutely would want to take wickets. And especially now because he's dropped that catch of Mohammad Wasim. So there's some added pressure on Danish to perform with the ball. What he has to do is forget about it completely and move on, focus on his strengths and try to get some early inroads into that Fujairah batting, get a few wickets. That is the only way Sharjah can come back into this game.
Absolutely. So he started off with an in-swinging delivery, and we have seen Mohammad Wasim troubled by that length when Zahoor bowled the first over. So I think he should really target that middle and off stick of Mohammad Wasim. He's looking tentative these days. Rightly said, last two matches we have seen using his feet, coming down the track against fast bowlers in the very first over. As he comes in for the second time.
Good ball, very good ball from Danish, and equally well played by Mohammad Wasim. Just a nudge towards short covers and quickly takes that single. What I feel Mohammad Wasim is trying to achieve here is that he wants to score runs off the fast bowlers, because that is a chance that Mohammad Wasim wants to take. He knows, he realizes that the spinners, they're not easy to hit, they're not easy to score runs off. So whenever he's got a chance to play his shots against the fast bowlers, he's trying to do it.
What Kamran Atta did in the previous match, coming at number 3 and scoring quick 25 runs, 25 odd runs. That really, was a cushion for the lower down batters. As he comes in, round the wicket to the wicket keeper on the back foot, punches it, but straight to the fielder at short extra cover.
Yes, Hamdan Tahir and Mohammad Wasim both will want to spend some time in the middle, see how the pitch is behaving, see what the bowlers are bowling, what their rhythm is, what their line is, what their plan is, and then play their shots. 107 definitely achievable.
How quickly and early they can achieve it, that's the question. No slip in place as he comes in for the third time. Excellent delivery, good shape, and equally well played by Hamdan Tahir, right behind the line of the ball, and plays it defensively.
Oh, that was a good ball from Danish. He's moving the ball both ways, as you rightly mentioned. He's got that special ability to move the ball in the air. What can Sharjah do differently here? If you are a captain of Sharjah, Srijit, what would your plan be? What would your approach be to this game?
I would definitely look to attack the batsman. I'll keep one slip. I'll also have one short mid-wicket and short extra cover. And I'll also assign one fielder to sledge, the Australian style. Because Wasim is someone who gets irritated the moment you approach and say something. So I'll do that with Mohammad Wasim and try to dismantle his concentration. That's how the Australians, the Aussies used to do. Attack.
Attacking at the moment is Danish with that length. He's not giving any width. He's not giving any ball in the slot. This is definitely good bowling from Danish. A beautiful over comes to an end. 2 overs, Fujairah, 5 for no loss.
Are you a batsman?
Fujairah 5 for no loss. Zahoor Khan continues. Round the wicket. Oh, some swing in the air. Again, very good delivery. He is smiling because he knows that was as close as you can get to getting a wicket. Just at the last moment, Hamdan Tahir somehow manages to bring his bat down.
Look at that. Comes down the track and makes some adjustment at the very last moment. Had he missed that one, definitely was prime contender for LBW. Excellent delivery from Zahoor. Testing times, had that score been 130, 140, would have been a different case altogether. But they don't have, as you rightly said, no scoreboard pressure for Fujairah. They just have to play according to the merit of the ball. Meanwhile, down the leg stump and wide signal by the umpire. This is not what you need to do at this stage, especially when you're defending a total 107. Need to bowl wicket to wicket and search for wickets.
Yes. Again, just like Tajman, Sharjah don't have the liberty or the luxury of bowling extras because they don't have runs on the board to defend. So the margin of error is, like I said, 0. You can't be bowling extras. You can't be bowling any loose deliveries. You have to be absolutely perfect in everything you do. Again, down the leg side, they're appealing. Abdul Shakur. And then he smiles. Hamdan Tahir is shaking his head. Wide signal by the umpire.
Now exactly 100 runs required to win the match. Hamdan Tahir cannot believe. How can you appeal for that? A trick which wicketkeeper and bowler usually take out of their books to put pressure on the umpires. But they're very smart. They're very experienced. You can't do that with these umpires. 7 for naught Fujairah as Zahoor gets ready to bowl the second delivery. Mid-off, mid-on, inside the 30-yard circle. Comes down the track and plays it with the straight bat in the gap. Long chase. Will he get there? No, he won't. 4 runs.
Yes, a much-needed boundary. That's a pressure release shot. Hamdan Tahir gets one in his zone. And he does well in control of that shot. Played it straight down the ground. No chance for any fielder. It's a very fast outfield here at Malik Cricket Stadium. Once the ball crosses the fielder, it's always going to be 4 runs.
Excellent shot that from Hamdan Tahir. He knew exactly what he was trying to do. Definitely pressure on Zahoor. Gave away 8 runs, bowling his second over. Comes in round the wicket. Again this time picks it up on the onside towards backward square leg. And before the fielder from deep mid-wicket could cut it off. Two runs there for Hamdan Tahir. That'll take his score to 9. And Fujairah 13 for naught.
Well, he's definitely asking the right questions. Zahoor getting that ball to shape in to Hamdan. Not the best shot, not the most timed shot, not from the middle of the bat, but they still get 2 runs. And that is where it hurts. When you bowl a good delivery and they still get some runs off it, as a bowler, you'll definitely feel that it's a bit unfair. And to add to that, you don't have runs on the board. So that definitely hurts a lot. Zahoor has to keep his focus.
As Zahoor comes in for the 4th time in this over to Hamdan Tahir. Bangs in shot. Attempted pull shot in the gap. Will get a single. Not where he intended to play. Mid-wicket inside the 30-yard circle. Had he connected that, definitely would have gone to the fence. But was very lucky that he played it along the ground. 14 with that single. And it will be Mohammad Wasim will take strike.
Yes. Mohammad Wasim. He's looking very focused. He wants to get into that finals. Yet again, Fujairah at the doorstep, just 1 step away from another final. They don't want to falter now. And they will want to be 100% sure of what they're doing right now, because they can't afford to mess up from here.
This time way outside the off stump and wide signal by the umpire. I don't know what Zahoor is trying to do with Mohammad Wasim. Bowling way outside the off stump.
Well, to his defense, Srijit, Zahoor, when he bowls at the highest level, when he bowls for UAE, he's normally bowling in the middle overs. And now he's been given the responsibility of bowling with the new ball. Yes, he's experienced, but it also is about how much have you bowled already with the new ball. He's definitely getting some movement in the air, but I feel there's a lack of control. If he can get that ball closer to the off stump, it's going to be even more difficult for Wasim.
Just opens the face of the bat. Good looking stroke that, using the pace of the bowler, but couldn't pierce the gap on the offside. Packed offside field for Mohammad Wasim. Three overs gone, and Fujairah 15 for naught. Danish Qureshi will come and bowl to Hamdan Tahir around that leg stick area. He flicks it towards the backward square leg. Simranjeet Singh Kang will cut it off. Will be interesting to see when the skipper introduces spin from both the ends, because we have seen spinners getting extra bit of a turn and bounce as well. Rohan Mustafa, Harry Barwal. Be an interesting tussle.
Oh yes, absolutely. Harry Barwal bowled extremely well. And now Simranjeet Kang will have to bowl well for Sharjah. This is such a good bowling. Now, when you look in hindsight, you feel even 125, 130, had Sharjah achieved that score, it would have been a par score on this wicket. They're bowling well, but they just don't have enough runs on the board. You still can win a game of cricket defending whatever score you've put, but you need wickets. And I think right now that is the plan from Sharjah, trying to take wickets.
And this time, smacks it in the air and again dropped. This time, it's Basil Hamid. What are you doing?
Unbelievable. This is absolutely unbelievable. Basil Hamid is one man you can trust with closed eyes that he will not drop a catch. He's one of the best fielders in the UAE. But this is the pressure. This is the big pressure of semi-final in a big tournament like this one. SkyExchange.net, Emirates D20 powered by Fan Code. This is what it does to you.
Not at all expected. This is the second time Mohammad Wasim is getting that reprieve. As Qureshi comes in for the fourth time, swing and a miss. Well, looking for that in-swinging delivery, but that was a straighter one from Danish.
Well, I still can't believe what we just saw. Basil Hamid dropping that catch. Fayaz Ahmed, the skipper, he doesn't know what to say, what to do. And these are tough situations. You can do all you want. You can bowl as many good deliveries as you want. But if you can't take your catches, you can't win matches.
Comes in for the fifth time. Again, this one keeping low. Well, didn't expect that from Danish Qureshi. Look at that. From that length, was expecting a bit more bounce, but it stayed a bit low. Very lucky that he didn't play. We have seen many a times that players trying to cut, gets the inner half of the bat and then goes on to hit the stumps. There was no edge. Lucky escape there for Hamdan Tahir.
Again, that ball coming in to Hamdan Tahir. He flicks it off his pads. The ball will go all the way towards Simranjeet Singh. And that will be a single. Or in fact, have they taken two? 2 runs. 4 overs gone. 18 for no loss is the score.
हासिल क्या हो गया मेरा भाई क्या हो गया
Zahoor will continue. Bowling his 3rd over. Wasim again comes down the track.
Oh,
But excellent fielding from Ayan Khan. Wanted a single and they completed it.
well, first of all, good ball. Well played by Wasim. He cut that and it was in the gap. But then came Ayan Khan, the Superman, diving to his left and stopping that ball. Look at that. Very well done. Very, very well done by Ayan to cut that off. This is what you need. This kind of effort and commitment. That is what is required when you're playing a crunch game like this semi-final.
Absolutely. You should be taking catches. You should be converting half chances into full. But forget about half chances. They are dropping sitters. And by doing that, they won't be able to win this match for sure. As Zahoor comes in for the 2nd time. Bangs in shot. Pull shot comes in. It's in the air and taken. Well dropped. Oh my God. This is not the highlights package. This is live. This is the 3rd time that catch has been dropped. This time of Hamdan Tahir.
Well, sometimes you are out of words to explain the situation. You find it difficult to describe what you are witnessing. And tonight is that night. 1, 2, not 1, not 2, but 3 catches dropped by 3 fielders who are exceptionally well, exceptionally brilliant, who don't drop catches. And they've dropped 3 of them. Zahoor, he's having an unlucky night. And so is Sharjah.
As if they are saying that we don't want to go to the finals. As Zahoor comes in for the 3rd time in this over to Wasim. Much better line. Good line delivery. Played it defensively back towards the bowler. Well, 3rd time that they have dropped a catch. 20 for not Fujairah. Let me tell you, they are not going to win this match if they continue with this sort of sloppy fielding. Is it dew that is coming into play?
Well, difficult to say, but these are catches that are simple and easy, regardless of how much the dew is. These should be taken. Yes, I understand if there's a flat catch coming and it slips out of your hand, maybe, just maybe understandable. But this I can't comprehend.
Cuts it, undercuts it to short third man for a single. This is not a sign of a champion side. Remember Sharjah, they are the defending champions. They are not playing like 21 for naught. What else you want from your bowlers? They are creating opportunities, but it's the fielders who are not supporting them. They are bowling in right areas. They are teasing the batsmen, but nothing going in Sharjah's way. Courtesy the fielding efforts.
Bowls another short delivery, this time flatter, and keeps it along the ground. Hassan Isa Khail somehow manages to stop that. Will only be a single. Zaur Khan discussing the weather with Hamdan Tahir.
I thought that will trickle down to the boundary line. Was another fumble from the fielder. Thankfully, just a single. 22 for naught for Fujairah. Final delivery to come. Remember, they're not chasing a target of 190 or 200. 107 is the target. Maybe the Sharjah players need to just have a look at the scoreboard. He comes in for the final time, bangs in shot, uppercut, magnificent shot that from Wasim. 4 runs, 4 to end the over, 5 overs gone, 26 for naught, Fujairah. तो अभी ब्रेक है क्या?
अलग जुड़ा अलग बड़ी
That was the first catch that was dropped by Sharjah, and then second, the same batsman, Wasim. Look at that, experienced Basil Hamid. And the third one, attempted pull shot, had ample time, was juggler on that occasion. Not expected. And to talk about those missed chances, I've got Neil and Shruti in the comm box.
Hamdan on strike, 15 of 18. Wasim, exceptionally slow today, 9 of 13. They're chasing 107 for a spot in the finals. Swing and a miss. And a dot ball. Let's have a look at this again. Went away. And (26) without loss. Fujairah. Current on rate 4.88, required 5.5. It's extremely humid today, Shruti. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Neil. Yeah, a situation like this is very difficult, not conducive for a great play. Probably that's what we're getting to see here. The ball's getting slipped off hands. And the pace as well of the chase is also slow. 80 required now. That's a very comfortable situation that Fujairah has got themselves in right now, especially given that it's a semis and an important game at that. But how much is this situation going to impact on this is the question now.
Now you're right, Shruti. The impact is going to be both ends. Shuffling across straight to the fielder. The problem here is because of the humidity and dew, the ball is getting heavier, the ball is slippering. It's almost like bowling with a wet soap in your hand. That's how the wet ball feels. Feels like you're holding a wet soap. It's that slippery. It's not easy. Yes, it's a new ball. Yes, it hasn't taken too many hits. But still,
To grip is difficult,
it's going to be challenging.
and to dispatch is all the more difficult with the same intent. There, another example of the same thing that Neil just mentioned. So Neil, in a situation like this, what should be done?
Single and doubles if you're on the batting side. Singles and doubles, just try and play it in the gap. Get your singles and doubles going because you don't need too many.
True that.
Just 80 more required from here on, and 14 overs are still pending. And if you're the bowling side, get your towels out, help your bowler, keep the ball dry, and when you're sending back the ball, don't roll it over the grass.
With that, we have reached the end of the power play. Doesn't really feel like a power play here at this point in time. Sharjah was in a better situation as compared, I believe. There.
Great piece of fielding to end the over. Danish finishes his third over. And Zahoor comes in to congratulate the good effort of Hassan Isak Hale. 6 overs gone, 27 without loss.
काम करता ना गौरे को इसके ओवर के बाद कराएगा पाजी को कोई फायदा नहीं है ये सही 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 कोई फायदा नहीं है बॉलरों को बाउंड्री का एक फील्डर अंदर आएगा एक
The umpire here will be now signalling the end of the power play. Alright, do it umpire. That's what he does.
पानी दे दो पाजी
27 after 6.
Field indicated allowed to spread out now. Can have 5 outside the 30 yards. 7th over in progress. Got ample amount of time, but the situation with the weather is only going to get worse.
Definitely looks like. Alright, one for the camera, sir. He smiles and does it. Thank you.
Lovely shot there. Much needed for the semis. Gonna be part of the highlights as well, I believe.
No, I'm so sure. Very cleanly taken. Now, you said the weather condition is 34 degrees Celsius. That's the temperature, but it feels like 44. And that's because of the humidity, which is almost 70% right now. These are no easy playing conditions for both the sides, equally difficult, especially for the fast bowlers.
These are the semis. We're not going to keep it simple, says the weather. May the best team win. Zahoor played it in the gap. There is a fielder there racing towards the ball. Taken 2.
That's right. Sher Khan comes in from sweeper, gives it a good run and stops it from going to the boundary. He's adjusting it, Zahoor. I think Sher Khan was standing probably closer towards a deep square leg position as compared to, beg your pardon, a deep point position as compared to a orthodox sweeper cover. .29 without loss in 6.1.
This last few days have actually given us almost all kinds of conditions.
Edge and taken. Finally a catch is taken. Finally a wicket is gone. Finally someone grabs the flying ball. Shakur, you've done well. You've set an example for your teammates, telling them how to grab these catches. Zahoor gets his man. Edged and taken. Look at that. Shakur putting in a full stretch dive. And getting the wicket of Hamdan. Hamdan gone. 18 of 22. 29 for 1. Fujairah.
Okay, hurry up, guys. Captain. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Covering middle. 4 balls to come.
Usman Khan. He's here now. A very, very dependable Usman. Someone Fujairah really, really trusts, relies upon. Zahoor comes in. An outside edge going towards deep third man will be a single.
Finally a wicket, a breakthrough for Sharjah. Take a look at that. An outside edge, and what a stretch of a dive there. Fujairah now with Wasim and Usman, the new man in. The last one to depart was Hamdan.
.30 for 1, Fujairah. Wasim is on strike. Zahoor comes in. He's bowling his fourth. He's picked up a wicket. The only wicket that's gone. Banged in shot. What a fantastic delivery there. There's a smile there. Wasim ducks in. Well directed bouncer. Let's have a look at that again. Look at that. Wasim. Sharjah at this stage were a little ahead of Fujairah in both means. 49 for 3.
One that they would not want to really boast about, but the other one certainly something that they were charging until they terribly slowed down with all the wickets that fell one after another. Fujairah has got themselves a very comfortable position, like I said. 77 required now with 13 overs remaining. 0.2. Isn't that one for the over? Or two?
No, that's precisely why Wasim was looking at the umpire. The umpire didn't call anything. And it's very, very interesting to see what Wasim will do. Will he just let the last ball be? Because that's where Zahoor finishes his spell, and you wouldn't want to toy around with Zahoor. 30 for 1 Fujairah. Now the 77 runs required to win. current run rate of 5.85, still under 6. Just need run a ball to win this game.
And they do that. A single to end the over. 7 overs gone. Fujairah 31 for 1. Simranjeet for the first time in the innings. They also have a lot of classy bowlers, Sharjah. They can, I think, stall them for a bit, but the total isn't enough for them to be able to defend it.
Now, if you have to defend this total, Shruti, you need to pick wickets. And the way Sharjah has been dropping catches, that definitely does not resonate with that storyline.
Simranjeet to Wasim. Let's make it dry first.
Very important to keep that seam dry, especially for spinners. Not very easy for spinners to grip the ball if the seam is not dry. Look at that turn!
Sorry, CP.
What? The bounce was like a tennis ball and it turned like a top.
Given the situation, Simranjeet, here on your face, the season has had an economy of 6, taken 9 wickets.
Goes for the reverse sweep, a dive put in but won't be able to stall it. That's a boundary. A boundary after a very long time. But a 4 nonetheless.
A boundary that will just boost the chase for Fujairah, which, like you said, came after many, many seasons. What were we waiting for, Christmas?
Well, could be. Simranjeet. Bowling with a slip in position. On to the pads. Straightened after pitching. It'll be a quick single there.
अपना वाला आगे से वो खेलने दे प्रॉब्लम नहीं है अपना वाला बॉलिंग कर
37 for 1. While it's going to be difficult for the spinners to grip the ball, it's also going to be difficult for the batters. And that's why you see they're taking those singles and nudging it to the ground and pushing it to the ground, because it's going to be difficult to go aerial.
Well, if it's difficult to go aerial, then you can go with the tide.
Wow.
I mean, all you need is singles and doubles, as you said, that can bring the match home for Fujairah. So, in a situation like this, go with the flow.
That's right. Good wordplay there.
Thank you.
Couldn't go aerial, go with the tide. Yes, no. Wasim. Oh, how close is that? The umpire nods and says, no, thank you so much. Wasim was in. Wasim wanted to go for that single. We'll have a look at that. How close was Wasim?
With the longer strides with Wasim, it's difficult to get him out like that.
And what is really
Yeah.
good by Simranjeet Shruti is that he's standing behind the wickets.
Correct.
आजा आजा छोटे आजा
When you're receiving the ball, which is being thrown at you, bowler, all the fielders backing up. We'll come and talk about that. 8 overs gone, 38 for 1.
कैप्टन 11 मिनट जल्दी कर यार जल्दी कर सारे पीले दिख इधर 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 लेफ्ट आर्म राउंड
Ayan Khan now introduced with the ball, and Wasim will quickly scamper for a single. I don't think in this kind of humidity they would want to go for the second.
Yeah, that'll tire them all the more, especially with the situation. They're already tired, sweating.
We're talking about that run out. Now see, look at the place where Simranjeet was standing. Meanwhile, Usman going big this time, all along the carpet, 4 runs. Maybe the brief to Usman is that, listen, you have the license to go for the big ones. Let Wasim stay on the strike. Let him take those singles and rotate strike. But you go and hit big.
He is doing what he has been... Oh, look at that. Yes, you are right, Neil. It is in his body language as well. That's what he's come here to do. By the way, talking about the license that you just said that he has, someone else also got their license to drive.
Congratulations, that's a very big feat.
Thank you. Living in this part of the world, everybody knows how important it is. So we've been celebrating that. And let's find out who is going to celebrate between Fujairah and Sharjah in some time. It looks like Fujairah's match all along.
Well, yes, definitely. The way they bowled, stalled Sharjah, nothing beyond 106. Now chasing 107, already on 45. They lost just 1 wicket. Yes, they've gone a little slow, but I think Usman has been sent to change gears. Single again.
Unless Sharjah picks up a few quick wickets, then the scenario could change completely as well.
You're right. They need to pick wickets, and they need to pick wickets now. Ayan coming into bowl.
Ayan आया है, कुछ लेके जाएगा.
Well, he'll have to. The only thing that he can take away from here is wickets. Towards the fine leg. They're going for the second. Yes, there is an opportunity. The ball is slowed down in the outfield until the time Basel comes in. Couple of runs nonetheless. 9 overs gone. 48 for 1. Dafa News fun fact. Australian-Dutch cricketer Dirk Nannes was a freestyle skier before beginning his cricket career at the age of 29. Well, if you have the talent to play multiple sports, why not?
Makes sense. There are people who take years and ages to master one, and here you've got somebody who's done twice.
Well, that's right. Yuvraj Singh was a junior national champion in skating, in rollerblade skating, and then went on to represent India in, and not just represent, in fact, World Cup winning player for India. Simranjeet comes in, single on the first ball. Multiple such players, Shruti. Ash Bharti from Australia. She's done the same. She's a Wimbledon winning tennis player. And at the same time, She's played cricket as well. WBBL, Women's Big Bash League. If I'm not mistaken, she plays for Sydney, or rather she played for Sydney.
How do you do that? Every
Very well ball,
sport
Paji.
that you
Lovely
play.
bowling, lovely
See,
bowling,
look at
Paji.
the hard work that goes in. Everything that you do,
Paji aapki.
to master that, you need to put in the hours, you need to put in that
Bowling,
effort.
Paji.
Hats off to those guys. If you are also with, intending to do something, this could be some inspiration for you. With that, Fujairah has 50 on board for them. Now require only 57 in remaining half.
Well, that's right. Inspiration comes in from literally anyone and everyone around you.
Aaya, aaya, aaya. Kya baat hai,
Single
kya
there.
baat
They're
hai,
dealing in
Paji.
singles.
Lovely, Paji.
We're talking about Ash
Stay
Bharti,
Stay में रख दो.
the Australian tennis player.
बच्चा बाबू.
In fact, she reached the #1 position in World Tennis Association's WTA. #1, the second Australian to be there. Also similar Australian female cricketer Elise Perry has not just played cricket for Australia, but also has played football for Australia.
On the weekends, I can sleep and eat.
Well, yes. I'm extremely proud of you. An extremely inspiring story there, Shruti.
Thank you. I was feeling too small. I had to boast.
No, well, I mean, you can definitely go ahead and make a story out of this. That we'll come back to that. And then they'll steal a single. There was no need whatsoever for this, but a single nonetheless. Well, we can say this. There's this girl called Shruti who is a radio presenter and is also a cricket commentator. Wow, she manages two professions together.
Okay, let's not get personal there.
Well, we have one ball away from 10 overs, the halfway mark.
Played it softly. Dot ball to end the over. Fujairah 53 for 1 after 10.
पॉइंट पे नहीं ओके कम ऑन गाइस
आले जहूर को ना कर जहूर के इधर ऊपर कर दे
जहूर इन
जहूर सीपी थोड़ा ऊपर आ जहूर सीपी से चेंज करेगा सीपी से चेंज कर
11th over in progress. 10 on board for Fujairah. 10 given by Ayan in 1.0 overs. Just this. Everything is like 10 on 10 for Fujairah right now.
You're right. Right now, Usman has got a little nice breather after the drinks break. Would be intending to go big, trying to finish early. Ayan. What Ayan has done now, he's trying to bowl it slightly further instead of pulling the length back. The moment he was pulling the length back, keeping the length back, Usman was going on the back foot and hitting it towards mid-wicket. Not this time. Wasim on strike now. Down the leg side, and this one has gone. You err in line and you'll be punished. 4 runs.
679 fours so far in the tournament.
Let's have a replay on that. Went down the leg side next to Zahoor. You can't stop that. (21 of 28 for Wasim. Steps down.
Came charging down and then just softly played. Was it like an invitation and then rejected?
Now let's put it this way, that he was self-invited and then realized, oops, I'm joining the wrong party. Single there.
59 for 1 Fujairah. 48 now required of 56 deliveries and has been picked up by Usman. One bounce to the fielder there, Khalid. And they have taken a single. The way he went charging down, it looked like that's going to be straight out of the fence.
We've been talking about this, Shruti. Aerial shots, when the ball is heavy because of dew, it doesn't really travel that far. On any other day, this shot by Usman would have gone outside the fence. But when the ball is wet and heavy, it becomes slightly difficult. 11 overs gone, 61 for 1.
Haji. Apache.
Simranjeet brought back into attack. 2 overs 11. A bunch of field settings. Aggressive field set to take wickets on the offside. Point cover, extra cover for Wasim.
Dire need there. They need to kind of turn the situation around for themselves with a few wickets here and there. The more the merrier.
That's right, this one turned. But will the luck turn in favour of Sharjah? We'll have to wait. Simranjeet.
At least with aggressive field setting, they can put pressure.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. What they're doing, Shruti, is that they have a fantastically tight offside field. Everyone inside to stop that single. As far as bowling is concerned, they are bowling outside the off-stump line, ensuring that Wasim doesn't get any momentum on the onside. And that's the idea. But this time he shuffles across, creates an opportunity to play down the leg side, will get a couple of runs. That's smart cricket. Simranjeet trapping Wasim on the offside. Wasim shuffles, plays it towards the onside, gets a couple of runs. Intelligent cricket all around. And that's what you need to do. Simranjeet. Goes reverse, straight to the fielder and taken. Simranjeet strikes. And Khalid Shah has taken a splendid catch to get rid of the big man, Mohammad Wasim. Let's have a look at this again. Went for the reverse. Didn't really connect it well. Khalid Shah with a fantastic catch.
Superb fielding there. Went with the motion of the ball and caught it halfway flying. With that, Wasim departs for 25. It's 63 for 2, Fujairah.
Rohan Mustafa comes on strike, so there will be a left hand, right hand trap.
A little trouble here and there. In Sharjah, the island. Back. Go ahead, go ahead.
Does the
Say it.
delivery. Let's have a look at the Wasim wicket then again. Didn't really connect it well, and Khalid Shah beautifully times himself, leans onto the right and takes the catch.
A single there. Comfortable. With that, we've come to the end of the over. 12 overs gone. Fujairah 64 for 2.
Ayan, firing.
Round, right thumb round.
48 required of, in fact 43 required of 48. The game's getting tighter and closer, Shruti. What looked like a simple chase, now there is some amount of drama that's been added with the fall of Wasim's wicket.
The best part about this situation right now is I'll say something and I think you can just give it to any of the sides. Slow and steady wins the race.
Ooh.
It fits Fujairah's situation and so does Sharjah's.
Yeah, the only difference here is that Fujairah, if they go slowly and steadily, scoring those singles and doubles, maybe they'll win the game. But Sharjah, if they go slow in picking wickets, maybe not.
You had to do that, right? Slowly and gradually, they're just slowing the pace down for Fujairah. So they're winning.
Basil Hamid, again a very experienced campaigner. All that experience that he's gained by playing international games, bowling and against international opponents while playing for UAE, comes into use here. Got some turn and has been played into the gap, but Sher Khan will do the cleanup act, just a single there.
I think they push the ball away so that they can take a comfortable single, because that's the whole game play. One or two bad balls here and there, they can hit those out and bring back the command.
Fuller and delivery. Rohan takes a quick single, was interested in going for the second, but not the right call. Just one delivery to go in this over.
Neil, you kept saying that they should not be rubbing the hands in the grass, but that's what they're doing.
Stepping down, and this time towards Khalid Shah, who's standing at long on. Just be a single. End of the over, 13 gone, 68 for 2. CP Rizwan, with his very unorthodox action, will now come into bowl. And maybe this could be the game changer. Can Rizwan pick a wicket or two and get this game back in favor of Sharjah?
Love the way you ask these questions. Put us all in that dilemma.
Look at that amount of turn that he's got. Will be a single there. Now it's going to be Rohan versus Rizwan. Both of these guys play together in the national side, which means they know each other. They know each other's strengths and weaknesses. And at the same time, they know what the other person is thinking.
Even we know what they're thinking. Rohan is thinking to hit. Rizwan is thinking to take a wicket. Fujairah is thinking to win. Sharjah is thinking to win as well.
Well, yes. Look at the onside. Just a short mid-wicket inside. Oh, look at that. Is he bowling with a rubber ball? Please show me the ball in his hand. Oh my God, look at that bounce that he's got. It's a tossed up delivery, pitches, turns and bounces. There's enough for any spinner. Even if you can't spin a centimeter, you'll be able to spin here like a top. They're going for the second. Chance of a run out and done. CP Rizwan. He can do this. He can do this. He can bring about a change. And that's what has happened to Rohan Mustafa. He's been run out.
Again, a very important wicket. Didn't really need to do that. They are doing their part with their singles as and when required. Oh, there was a confusion there that led to this.
That's right. There was no need for the second. There wasn't a second. And CP Rizwan collects and hits the ball really well onto the stumps. Rohan Mustafa gone 4 of 6, 70 for 3.
बच्चे जरा घूम जा
Usman
छोड़ सीपी छोड़ दे कोई बात है
on strike will get a single there. And that'll bring Asif on strike, the new man in. Asif Khan. Again, a very strong batter. Strike rate of 141. Best of 54. 2 half centuries in this tournament.
If he can only do even half of this, he can take the match home. Just 36 required now for Fujairah. Usman will give him able company, while maybe Asif could charge this time now.
Well, yeah, we'll get to see what Asif does on the first ball. Probably the intent would be specified right there. Cleans it! Absolutely clean. Maximum. Very first delivery. Asif comes and says, listen, don't waste your time taking those singles and doubles and let the ball turn. I'm going to whack it. And he does that.
What a superb start to Asif's inning. What an amazing shot there. High and handsome. Gone for a 6. With that, brought the required runs down to 30 in 37.
Yeah, the way everyone else was playing, getting those singles and doubles, Asif said, listen, I'm just fresh out of the dugout. He doesn't look like he's broken a sweat. Down the leg side, waits for the ball to turn and plays this. And will take a single. Smart cricket. End of the over. 14 gone, 78 for 3.
जल्दी जल्दी प्लीज
Ayan will be brought into attack. And the expectation again from him would be to pick a wicket, because that's how you will win a game. Sharjah is in the game only if they pick wickets. And to talk about this more, joining me is Srijit. Welcome.
Thank you, mate. 29 required of remaining 36 legal deliveries as he comes in. Bowls this one on the off stick. On the back foot goes Asif. Good thinking there from the bowler, because you can't toss it up, especially when Asif is batting. He'll whack you out of the park.
That's right, but Ayan hasn't been consistent with the lengths today. He's been bowling a little too short. Maybe it has worked in favour of him a couple of times, but if he bowls short to Usman, he's going to get it back towards mid-wicket.
This time gently played on the offside. Intelligent cricket there by Usman. Not wasting any deliveries. He's someone who loves to play his shots freely, but considering the fact that it's not easy to bat on the surface, you can rotate strike, and that's what required at this stage. This time around the leg stick area, played it defensively.
27 required of 34. Asif on strike. Punching it down will get a single. They don't need to do anything silly. They don't need to go randomly big. Yes, but if it's in your slot, go. But after a period of time, batting in such conditions, Srijit, the batters do get drained.
Again pushing the batsman onto the back foot. Usman is very strong on that area. Uses his feet really well against spinners. He comes forward. He can use the depth of the crease really well. What exactly went wrong for Sharjah? They won the toss. They elected to bat first. And nothing really gone their way.
Steps down and sends this out of the orbit. And that's a maximum. Asif has come with a mission, and that mission is to finish this game quickly. Doesn't want to stay there for long.
Absolutely. Bottom hand coming into play. Comes down the track. Even mishit shots are going out of the park. Very strong Asif Khan. And with that, the end of an expensive over from Ayan Khan. 15 overs gone. Fujairah 88 for 3.
Good check.
Well, Simranjeet Singh Kang will continue from the far end. 88 for 3. Fujairah will be Usman. Will be taking strike. 19 runs required as he comes in from round the wicket. Excellent delivery. There's change in the com box in place of Neil. Here comes my dear friend Ijaz Ahmed. Good evening, mate.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. And 19 steps away here. Let's see that's how much time they will take this to clear this journey, because I think like 3 big hits can do the trick, but overall watchful, too much watchful.
Batting on 23, very sensible brand of cricket displayed by Usman. Comes in for the third time, reverse sweep, but not in the gap, straight to the fielder at backward point. Won't be getting any runs. It's an hypothetical situation. What if I give you ball in place of Simranjeet? What would be the line? What would be the length that you will be bowling to Usman?
I think that the previous delivery where it did pitch, slant bit towards inside, middle stump. I think that will be the good line if you can keep a slip, because it's not that much left here. You can keep your fielders nearby in 30 yards. Just trying to attack, get one slip, protect towards short extra cover, short mid on, and make something happen, because you should be having some plan B, plan C. If not working, shift to other one. Momentum should be there.
Absolutely, a slip in place. That's good move from the skipper, because that creates extra bit of pressure on the batsman. And not only that, you're getting the ball to turn there. There is extra bit of bounce that you're getting off the surface. Way outside the off stump. And wide signal by the umpire.
Yeah, I think so that he's keeping that slip in his mind. That's why he's pitching those deliveries way towards offside. That might be. At this time, the batter will be going to drive through. He's trying to fish him, but really sensible.
This time edge and dropped. Well. Was in his hands and buttery fingers. It's fourth time we are seeing this. What is happening? Someone give them towel, because look at his hand. Final delivery, arm ball on the back foot goes Asif, he pulls. Long chase. And, well, it's a boundary. It's a boundary. No one there to protect that area. 16 overs gone. And, well, we are waiting for the final confirmation. 16 overs gone, 92 for 3 for Fujairah. And Afzal Khan will come round the wicket outside the off stump. On the back foot goes Usman. He cuts. And excellent work done by Simranjeet Singh Kang. Just 2 runs there.
Yes, Rajit, you clearly see an impact of two-sided effect. Like one fielder in the slip cordon drops a catch, and the other one diving, saving runs. That is making an impact, because if all of the staff that playing 11 should be getting on the toes, I think so that it's not hard to win the match at any stage.
Absolutely. They have done so far really well. This time finds the gap. Completed one. And this could be a boundary. Yes, it's a boundary. Sloppy fielding there by wideish long off fielder. There was an opportunity. Went on to the back foot Usman. Opened the face of the bat to get it past that extra cover fielder. 4 runs.
Yeah, slight bit of backing away into the extra cover. Long chase. I think that you can't blame here. Well, diving in saving runs. Bit an option like too much deliveries left or the lesser runs required. I think so that at this stage the body language has been going more negative. But one thing, that you shouldn't be losing it from mind, because once you're losing a game from your mind, that is the time when you started losing it.
I think the intention wasn't there from Sharjah. We saw that the dropped catches not really helping their side. 99 for 3. As he comes in for the final time in this over to Asif. It's in the gap, but excellent work done by the deep fielder. 100 comes up for Fujairah. 100 for 3 at the end of 17 overs. 7 runs required of 18 legal deliveries. I'm Srijit. Along with me is Ijaz Ahmed. As Basil Hamid comes in and bowls this one wide outside the off stump. And Asif, he shoulders his arm and lets it go into the keeper's hand. 18 runs of 10 deliveries. This time on the back foot goes Asif. He cuts it nicely in the gap. And before the sweeper cover could cut it off, they had ample time in the world to go for a single.
Well, to me, get into the newspaper, win it with a mighty 6. Usman, let's see that where he will be finishing it. Just to go to an onside, take it and finish it earlier.
I think Asif will be hitting the winning final runs, as this one was quicker through the air, pushing the batsman onto the back foot. Very different Usman from what we have seen in the past few matches. Very aggressive. And well, this was very close to the off stick. Again pushing the batsman onto the back foot. Very lucky that was angling away from the right-handed batsman. Look at that. Six runs required of 14 deliveries. Once again, very watchful Usman comes forward with bat and pad together. We getting any runs? 101 for 3 Fujairah. Last delivery remaining of the 18th over. What do you think?
Well, to me, like history is telling us, he will take his time. Another dot delivery.
Well, comes forward and very wristy. Flicks it towards mid-wicket for a single. Completed second. Excellent running between the wickets. Look at that. 2 runs for Usman. Presence of mind. 18 overs gone. 103 for 3 Fujairah.
Right arm over, bowling change.
Fayaz Ahmed for the first time comes in and bowls that delivery. Asif Khan was looking to play a biggie on the onside. Inner half of the bat was in contact. Very lucky.
Wait and see. A boundary required at this stage. I think that bowler, he thought that you're not making runs. Take gifts from us.
No, from the very first ball, they are giving gifts. And we saw 4 gifts that so far they have given for reprieves to the Fujairah batters. He comes in for the second time in this over. Whacks it, it's in the air. And well gone. Asif Khan is gone.
Well, I think so. Like such kind of attempts should be made earlier on, but it's fine. You've been improving with the wickets. There you go. Fuller length taken earlier, but unable to cross that boundary. Excellent timing of jump, getting catch. So another one. It's Asif Khan departs at 19. 4 down at 104.
फासिल 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 इधर ही है ये कैचिंग पे इधर शेर खान है पीछे
Vishnu arrives. And I think so that he should be going after the ball. Try to finish it in the 19th over. Fayaz, who has got a wicket, must be waiting that another one should come. But to me, Vishnu, use long handle. Go area.
This one wide outside the off-stump cutaway. Was a valiant effort from the deep point fielder. And before sweeper cover could cut it off, 2 runs. And scores are level now. 106 for 4 Fujairah. They batted cautiously. They started off cautiously. But I think they didn't play like champions Sharjah. They were the defending champions. But planning was missing. Execution and of course fielding. We all saw were having buttery hands. And that was the main reason why they couldn't make an impact. He comes in for the 4th time in this over. This time a heave towards onside. And that's it. So it's Fujairah versus Abu Dhabi. Final encounter to be played between these two sides tomorrow. And what a game. Played like true champions Fujairah. They came to bat with a different mindset. We all know they were attacking in the previous few matches. They changed their strategy. And it's a big win for Fujairah.
Yes, exactly. Well played, Fujairah. They have won already 8 games out of their 10 league games. Done wonders. You know, I must say that they were true leaders, the true toppers of the table here of the Sky Exchange.net Emirates D20 powered by Fan Code. And they are the champions of this second semi-final. But still, one more step to go tomorrow at 7 p.m. Fujairah versus Sharjah, where Fujairah winning it with a margin of 6 wickets. Though very much watchful. Sometimes it was looking that it may be getting a slight bit of hard for Fujairah to go through. But what a wonderful team effort. They have done it in style here at Malik Cricket Stadium.
Absolutely. Sharjah won the toss. It wasn't that easy. And but they didn't really bat well. 106 was what they could only manage to score. And then Fujairah coming in and chasing down and winning the match by 6 wickets. Excellent batting performance. Excellent bowling performance there from Fujairah. There you go. This is how the Fujairah batters fared. Mohammad Wasim, 25 of 35. Unlike Wasim, which we have seen in this tournament, Hamdan Tahir, 18 of 22. Then Usman Khan, 32 of 34. Remember the very first match he's played, scored a century, and then today a different role for him. Rohan Mustafa run out for 4, and then Asif Khan coming in and hitting few biggie. And that's how they have defeated Sharjah.
Well, bowlers, they did struggle. 1 wicket for Zahoor Khan, 1 wicket for Simranjeet Singh, and 1 wicket at the bottom for Fayaz Ahmed in a dying moment. But overall, bowlers, they did try hard. Well, I think so that score, 107, was too low to defend here on this surface. But it's a second consecutive low-scoring game in terms of semi-final. 107 for 4 in 18.4 overs.
Now let's have a look at the highlights of this magnificent encounter. It all started with excellent batting, some attacking brand of cricket, looking to play, and that excellent catch behind the stumps. It was then the spinners trying to put pressure, but it was classy batting from Fujairah, not allowing them to settle. And this, after a long time, finally a catch was taken cleanly by the Fujairah fielder. And then this run out, Rohan Mustafa, you know what he was trying to do. Then Asif Khan coming in and just taking that pressure off with that biggie on the extra cover. And then this hit towards onside. In total, it was a brilliant batting performance from Fujairah. Champions. They played like champions.
Yes, there you go. The whole story there. Sharjah, it's the second semi-final. Sharjah versus Fujairah. Scoring 106 with a loss of 9 wickets, 27 for Khalid. Faya scoring 21. And look at the bowlers, Harry, Ruhan, Umair, they all chipped in reply. 107 with a loss of 4 in 18.4 overs. We have Fujairah 31 not out, Usman winning it with a margin of 6 wickets. Well, here we are taking a bit of the break, and after break, for a couple of minutes, we are bringing you the live presentation. Semi-final, because tremendously well we have been through in this tournament. So we are taking you towards Neil, who is ready with a presentation.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the post-match presentation ceremony of the second semi-final at the SkyExchange.net presents Emirates D20 2022, powered by Fan Code. What a game! A low-scoring thriller, a slow burner that went on, and we didn't know would there be a massive turn in the game till the game finished. And now, in this game, when Sharjah came into bat and they elected to bat first, 106 is what they could score. You might see that was a low score, and there was a reason behind it. And the reason behind it is the man who is going to be the player of the match today. Harry Barwal, for his 4 overs, 12 runs and 4 wickets, is the player of the semi-final today. Harry, congratulations. सबसे पहले आपके लिए medallion. अब हैरी ये बताएं सबसे पहले तो कि ये कंडीशन जो होती हैं, ड्यू वाली कंडीशन जो होती हैं, वो स्पिनर के लिए कहते हैं अमूमन डिफिकल्ट होती है, ग्रिप करना डिफिकल्ट होता है. आपके हाथ में कुछ अलग लगा हुआ है?
अरे नहीं नहीं, बस टॉवल साथ में थोड़ा सा करके ड्राई करके फिर हो जाता है।
तो जब ये टॉवल से आप ड्राई करते हैं और फिर आप बॉलिंग करते हैं, कितनी वेरिएशंस हैं आपके पास में? ये सीक्रेट आप खोल देंगे आज? नहीं चले ठीक है, तो ये सीक्रेट ना खोलें, लेकिन आप बताएं कि चारों विकेट जो आपने ली, हर ओवर में आके एक एक विकेट ली, उसमें सबसे बेस्ट विकेट आपको कौन सी लगी? हमजा का। और क्यों हमजा का विकेट क्यों बेटर लगा आपको?
थोड़ा सा तेज किया, स्लो किया, फिर सीधा किया,
फंसा के आपने उसका विकेट लिया। फाइनल्स के लिए क्या तैयारी है आपकी?
बस सेम, जैसे ही शुरू खत्म किया वैसे ही शुरू करना है।
क्या बात है, बहुत बढ़िया। आप बहुत चिल लगते हैं, बहुत कूल लगते हैं। जाके ऐसे ही चिल करें। आपने बहुत जबरदस्त परफॉर्मेंस की है, फाइनल्स की तैयारी करें। ऑल द बेस्ट। थैंक यू हैरी। नाउ वुड लाइक टू इनवाइट द स्किपर ऑफ फुजैरा एंड दैट इज मोहम्मद वसीम। वसीम, कांग्रेचुलेशंस। आपके साथ ये जूनियर कौन आया है?
ये हमारी टीम का ओनर है जी, ये ताहिर भाई का बेटा है।
अरे क्या बात है, कैसे हो? आपका नाम क्या है?
अशल।
आपको कैसा लगा आज इनका परफॉर्मेंस?
बहुत अच्छा।
इनका परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा लगा या हैरी का परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा लगा?
दोनों का।
ये हुई ना ओनरों वाली बात, यानी दोनों का। टीम में सबको खुश रखना है। वसीम, कांग्रेचुलेशंस, फाइनल्स में आ गए हैं, फिर एक बार फाइनल्स में आ गए। मैं कहूंगा आज 107 रन, मुझे कहीं पर लगा था कि यार ये तो 10-12 ओवर में जो है चेज हो जाएगा, लेकिन जब बैटिंग करने गए, क्या डिफिकल्टी हो रही थी बैटिंग करने में?
जैसा हमने बॉलिंग में फिनिश किया था तो हम लोग तभी बात कर रहे थे कि ये 107 भी आसान नहीं है, जैसा पिच खेल रहा था और जो कंडीशन थी, जैसा ब्रेक हो रहा था और आपके सामने जैसा हैरी ने, रोहन ने स्पेल किया है, तो हम लोग यही कोशिश कर रहे थे कि अगर कुछ डॉट्स भी हो जाएं या कुछ एक आधा विकेट भी गिर जाए तो मैच को लंबा ले जाएंगे और आसानी से ख़त्म करेंगे।
आसानी से ख़त्म तो कर दिया, लेकिन आई एम श्योर कि ये कंडीशन जो है वो कल चेंज नहीं होने वाली हैं। फाइनल्स में भी जो है प्रीटी मच ऐसा ही होगा, लेकिन थोड़ा जल्दी शुरू होगा। तो उसके लिए कोई स्ट्रैटेजी होगी, कोई चेंजेस होंगे, प्लान जो अभी से सोचे होंगे आपने?
प्लान तो कल पिच देख के ही डिसाइड करेंगे, लेकिन थोड़ा जल्दी मैच है तो इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे अपनी स्ट्रेंथ पे ही जाएं।
आपकी स्ट्रेंथ, आपकी इंडिविजुअली मैं कहूँ, बैटिंग भी है, बॉलिंग भी है, फील्डिंग भी है, बट आज सामने वाली टीम की जो फील्डिंग थी वो हमने देखा, काफ़ी सारे कैचेस छूटे। आपका तो इनफैक्ट पहले ओवर में पहली गेंद पर कैच छूटा। वहाँ से आपको लगा था कि बॉस ये मैच लग जो है आज हमारे साथ में?
जी, मैं वो नोट किया था वैसे, लेकिन आपको मैं पिछले कुछ मैचों में बोला भी था कि हम लोग जो गलती कर रहे थे वो बिल्कुल फील्डिंग ही था, और वो आपने देख लिया है कि नाइट के मैचेस में फील्डिंग करना इतना इजी नहीं है। ड्यू होता है, गीले हाथ होते हैं, सब कुछ। तो माशाल्लाह जैसे आज मेरी टीम ने एफर्ट किया है वो आपके सामने था।
बिल्कुल, आपने बहुत ज़बरदस्त परफॉर्म किया है और इसी तरह हमें एंटरटेन कीजिएगा। कल बड़ा फाइनल से अबू धाबी के सामने, और हमें आप जो है एंटरटेन ज़रूर कीजिएगा
इंशाल्लाह। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू सो मच। थैंक यू चैंपियन, वेल डन। So that's it from the presentation. Mohammad Wasim, the skipper of Fujairah, and now we are heading back to the commentators.
Thank you very much, Neil. And first semi-final, Ajman versus Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi winning it with a 7-wicket. Then second semi-final, Fujairah taking up against Sharjah. Fujairah won it with a margin of 6 wickets. So things done here for the semi-finals. Well, the big one, the final fight of this Emirates D20. Fujairah will take up against Abu Dhabi here at Malik Cricket Stadium tomorrow at 7 p.m. 28th June. Remember the date, mark your time. Don't miss it, because this is going to be a big time clash here, Fujairah versus Abu Dhabi. So thank you very much. A day more left here with all of you people. Hope you're enjoying this broadcast for the final tomorrow at 7 p.m. Till then, bye-bye and good night.